Black mass, man, it's time to rob. I had to find a way, I couldn't find a job. Couldn't find a prayer, couldn't find a God. Couldn't find a prayer, couldn't find a God. Black mass, man, it's time to rob. I had to find a way, I couldn't find a job. Couldn't find a prayer, couldn't find a God. Couldn't find a prayer, couldn't find a God.
I woke up, then I logged in to that UrbanX where they be flexing with that blog in. Put it down, cause my little homie called in. Had to bail him out, he in trouble with the law again. Black skin can't win in the white world. Seen a brother kill his own kid for that white girl. We ain't wanna go to school, but we had to. Every February it was scary in them classrooms. Shimmy y'all, shimmy yay. Old dirty bastards can't own dirty slaves, so they own dirty masters. Black Dot found a pot as a youngin', broke it down for his son, and now he serve it to the masses.
Black mass, man, it's time to rob. I had to find a way, I couldn't find a job. Couldn't find a prayer, couldn't find a God. Couldn't find a prayer, couldn't find a God. Black mass, man, it's time to rob. I had to find a way, I couldn't find a job. Couldn't find a prayer, couldn't find a God. Couldn't find a prayer, couldn't find a God.
Urban excellence, a product of my residence. From 4 to 44, Obama was the president. I told mama I ain't tryna go to church. I'm like Adam, every Adam is a product of the dirt. And I've been reaping what he sowed. I got the product, got the dirt. And I can teach you what I know, but then you gotta put in work. You in trouble if you waiting on the government. I told my bro I make it out the hood, and that's a covenant.
Peace, peace, peace.
Peace to the family.
We are back.
In the building, full effect.
You know what I'm saying? How are you?
And you don't stop.
Thank you for the people who are here with us early on time.
Keep on.
You know what I'm saying? We appreciate you guys.
To
love
the
and support. What are you doing?
I'm like on and on and on and on. Like the hot butter on. Say what? The popcorn.
What's good, everybody? Peace to the Urban X Nation out there.
Son, side note. That's a lyric from the 70s. Like if you said that, like you can't beat that with a baseball bat. Niggas was like, yo, that nigga got bars, son.
Yeah.
That was the Rakim of that era. You said you can't beat that with a baseball bat.
Yeah.
Son. Who thinks of that?
Yeah.
Who thinks of that, right?
Eli.
No, in the 70s, that was a serious bar. Or on and on like the hot butter on, say what, the popcorn?
That makes no sense. You know,
it does.
Okay.
It's on like the hot butter that's on popcorn.
Shout out to the people in the chat, man.
Shouts.
So, if you're watching us right now, you're probably wondering, like, yo, they got on the same hoodie, but it looks different. So, here's the thing. So, our famous woke, but I take naps hoodie t-shirt, that's the older version. You see that? You know, it looks older. You see, like, my pops looks older for the people who are listening right now. He just looks old and worn and on his last leg. What I got on right here, the new hat. Old and busted, the new hotness.
How about the original? This is the original. This is the art. If you have of these...
Listen, man, we try to innovate. We try to improve. You get what I'm saying?
Okay.
And look at you.
All right. Well, I reached in the closet and got something original out to wear. These are discontinued.
These older, but the new hot ones, they you know, they're on the market. They're so shop UrbanX.com if you want. You know what I'm saying?
Yes. UrbanX.com. How was your week, young man?
Yo, today, I mean, this week, like, we really, like, locked in this week. You know what I mean?
Divinely swagful. Thank you so much. My yacht, appreciate you.
Like,
we locked in.
We locked in this week. We were really executing.
It's like the playoffs.
Yeah. We were really, like, in a real productive zone this week.
Yes.
And I'm actually proud of us.
Yes, we've been doing that damn
facts.
thing.
We got to keep it going. All of this will make sense in the next couple weeks.
But I was telling some people I caught one of our employees stealing.
Oh, what happened?
I saw my wife make a shirt. I think this is what I saw. She made a shirt. She bagged it like she was gonna mail it, and then she made a detour to her room with the shirt.
She tucked it.
She tucked that, and you know. employees steal more than the customers.
This is true.
We just promoted her to production manager.
We were just
It's only
praising her
3 of
for
us
her
here.
for her great work.
For her great work, we said, we appreciate you. And this is what happened. We get rewarded. She's tucking shirts away. It is what it is. That's why we had to fire Alejandro.
This is true.
Right?
We might have to bring him back for the holiday season.
Bring him back for the holiday season. It's Kwanzaa.
It's Kwanzaa. You know what I'm saying? You got to bring him back.
Do we have a Kwanzaa bunch of shirts coming or no?
We could do Kwanzaa. Do we have Kwanzaa designs like specifically?
Because conscious people don't celebrate Christmas. They celebrate Kwanzaa.
This is true.
They didn't celebrate Thanksgiving. They celebrated Thanksgiving.
And you pressed the wrong button. That's what you get. That's what you get.
I thought that was funny.
Where's the wait, which one is it?
I think it's this one.
Yeah, that's
The Thanksgiving. No, but we might put a few designs out.
Okay.
For a few people who want to celebrate that.
Gonna do free shipping?
Yeah, we'll do free shipping.
We'll do free shipping for the holidays.
Speaking of the holidays, I want to go on a little spiel real quick before we jump into what we got set up.
Yeah, we got a good show for you.
I'm going to get serious for a minute. The message I want to give to you, brothers and sisters, is be wary of those who are always bearers of bad news. You got people on your timeline, they're only posting negative stuff. People in your life only posting negative stuff. They only have negative energy to share. You're going to have to weed these people out for 2020. You know what I mean? Because it does matter. On my timeline, when I see somebody always posting something negative, I delete them. I move them on. I curate my timeline because there is a viral vibration now that you can feel from people. You don't have to be in their mix. Just their post always have some negative connotations to them. And I'm only saying this because Christmas is coming.
Right.
And then they're going to be the people who tell you Christmas is the worst holiday ever, and it really means Nimrod and the heads hanging on the trees, and it's going to get really, really crazy. And I understand all the science behind that.
Right.
But Christmas was probably the most joyous time of your life as a kid. You know what I'm saying? If you grew up celebrating the holidays, because it was very innocent for you as a kid. So you get older, and these people are trying to now have you erase your childhood memories. Now, I understand all the science about the holidays. Don't misconstrue what I'm saying. Stay with me for this point, right? But these people, like clockwork, whenever a holiday come, they tell you all the traumatic reasons on why you shouldn't celebrate. And Christmas is magical, right? Because as a kid, sometimes you didn't know if you was gonna get toys, but you always had something under the tree. And as parents, you told your son he not getting that PlayStation because you couldn't afford it, but somehow you made that shit happen, right? So we are magical people. We can't say out of one side of our mouth that we're magical. We can create and recreate anything we touch, from music, art, fashion, dance, religion. We change the vibration of it. And then in the same sentence out the other side of your mouth, tell us how traumatic Christmas is. Now, if you never celebrated Christmas, great, that's your business. But if you did, you understand what I mean. The happiest time of the year for you is Christmas because you got shit, right? These same people are going to tell you when 2020 comes that it ain't really 2020. It's 5720, and the Romans stole 300 fucking years, and we're still going through. They're going to tell you this. And 2020 or any new year for you is a reset button. It means it gives you an opportunity, even if it's just secreting optimism into your bloodstream, that I got a chance to do this shit over and correct some things, whether it's my diet, whether it's start a small business, get in a relationship. So we create the magic of all of these holidays or holy days, right? Then what comes after that?
What, Valentine's Day?
Valentine's Day. That's the only day we don't get shit. But even as a kid, your first Valentine's Day card was probably to your mom's. You remember that little cardboard you made and you put the little arrow through? Your mom's was your first love, so it still was rooted in love, but they're going to tell you, well, that's when they cut the hearts out and shit and mailed them to people, and there's always some death behind the shit. Then comes Easter, and it's really Ishtar and the reverberation and fertilization of the land and the eggs. I mean, we didn't know none of that shit. We got new shit on Easter. That's all we knew as kids, right? And one Christmas, I got these two-tone British Walkers. It was dark and light. It was a real good Easter. And we would go to church, because you got to do that first. I don't know why. And then we would go, and sometimes we went to the movies, or sometimes we just stood on the corner and looked fresh. That's all the kids remember. And you saw that little girl you like, and you had that outfit on. That's what Easter meant for us. Didn't mean none of that other shit. Now, I understand that there are holidays, and the true holy days, there are people on a higher frequency celebrating shit you have no idea even exist. Right. We'll talk about that when we get to Diddy's birthday party, and we'll show you some things that I peeped in that, right?
Got you. Tim Johnson, thank you for the donation.
Appreciate the donation, and then it just keeps going on. The 4th of July is really the 4th of Jew lies. The Jews lied, and it just goes on and on and on. So I'm not saying you are not supposed to be aware of all of this. But we're the magical ones. We make it mean what we want to make it mean. Thanksgiving, the same thing. I don't want to hear about 400 years, some traumatic shit that happened to some pilgrims who wasn't really the pilgrims. I don't want to hear none of that. Thanksgiving means thanks. Give thanks for our family. Give thanks for our health. And we make these holidays whatever they are supposed to be. You know what I mean? And too many times you get people on your timeline, like clockwork, they're gonna fuck up your whole childhood. If you listen to some of these people, you won't even get out of bed.
So what you're saying is, be woke, but take naps.
God damn it, I hope I'm hitting the right button here. Right? Be woke, but take naps. Perfect goddamn segue. So just beware of the people who always bring bad news. I'm not saying the ones who are trying to teach and bring you a balance, because there is our collective experience as people, and then there are these sub-experiences that you have personally, where you can achieve certain things on your own personally, right? So I'm not saying the plight of our people, but if you start looking at all of these holidays, they're all traumatic. Yeah. And if we're the original people who started holidays, then how can they all be traumatic? Maybe the ones who hijacked the holidays made them traumatic. And if you really want to get personal, if we really went back to the time of the ancient time when they were doing these holidays, we'd be sacrificing people too, because that's what was going on. You see what I'm saying? So let's be clear with all of these things. Enjoy your holidays. If this is what it's about for you, if it's not, so be it. Yeah. Keep it moving. So that's my message coming into 2020. Watch the people with all the negative shit. I mean, they stay negative. And you won't even get out of bed fucking with some of these people. Isaiah Bryant, thank you.
Peace, family, me and wife. You set the flag. Yeah, I'm going to call you, man.
Yes.
I'm going to call you, man. Thank you, Isaiah Bryant. I'm definitely going to call you.
Yes.
My message for 2020 is just running with a head start.
Running with a head start. That means start now.
That means whatever you do, start now. If you want to go to the gym, Start now. You know what I'm saying?
And have momentum.
Yeah, because like I actually wrote about this on the blog UrbanX.nyc. It's a quick plug. But celebrate your small wins. You know what I'm saying? So if you want to go to the gym, celebrate you going to the gym a week in a row.
Yes. 2
weeks in a row. And then that's how you build upon great habits. Absolutely. And that's how you keep them. A lot of people, they give up when they, their New Year's resolution 2 weeks in.
Right.
Because they sent these super grand goals, these super audacious goals, and I get it. Think big,
yeah.
And I get it, but at the same time, a lot of people, our brains are not really wired to keep going when they don't see small, like
right. When we see results right away.
Exactly.
And that goes for a lot of people who go to the gym. If they're not seeing the results right away, and they don't understand right past that obstacle is the breakthrough, and then it's the next breakthrough.
They do a couple sit-ups and looking for abs.
Right. Yeah. That used to be me. I didn't work out. I'm like, yo, son. Ooh, and then my shit swell back down. Yeah, I get it.
Shout out to the man Collins. So, are you ready to get into this?
Let's get into this.
All
right. You are tuned into the sounds of Urban X.
Okay, so Monday I came over here, And we got the report that apparently, I don't think it was obviously false, but apparently all the charges against Takashi 6ix9ine were due to be dropped.
Yes.
And he will be released as soon as Wednesday.
He was going to be back on the streets.
That was the report. And you asked me, it's like, yo, are y'all serious? I'm like, yo, that's what I'm reading. You was like, yo, this is really bizarre, or like.
And it was coming from a couple of like
verified sources. Yeah, I was just like, oh, okay. And you were just like, yo, the streets is like really, really done. Like this is done. This is insane. But it came out yesterday. His sentencing was yesterday. It was actually Wednesday, and the judge threw a little curveball in there, and I think it was because the judge didn't want to be seen as the person who let 6ix9ine out.
Just walk free. So he gave him 24 months with 13 months already accounted for us. So it's really 11. And with good behavior, I see he'll be out around summertime. And that's what his lawyer is saying. His lawyer is saying he should be back on the streets in July.
Yeah.
And that shit is still crazy.
That's still wild.
He was calling for the deaths of people. He ran with a whole gang.
Yeah.
Who were selling drugs, trafficking, a whole bunch of things.
Yeah.
Right? And this guy's going to walk. You know what I mean? So, Desiree Perez, whatever her name is, just got promoted to Rock Nation
CEO, yeah.
CEO.
Yeah.
Alpo is on the streets.
Yeah.
And Takashi 6ix9ine, peace, Free World Press.
Free World Boss.
Free World Boss.
Thank you.
And Takashi 6ix9ine is damn near on the streets.
Yeah.
So the streets is done. I don't want to hear nothing about no codes. There are no codes. All codes have been broken.
So I had a conversation about Marcus about this because he goes, "Why are snitches in our community looked at like this, but snitches in like Sammy the Bull, like these guys, Freddie, Michael Francis, he's been doing Vlad TV interviews.
Yes.
All these people who are known rats." Like, why aren't we discussing them in the same breath?
Because I'm gonna give an honest answer. I don't give a fuck about them. That's my honest answer to that. That has nothing to do with me. I'm talking about in our community because the whole snitching thing. We didn't help the police do anything because we saw the police as our enemy.
Right.
Because the way they treated us. We see the judge as our enemy because of the goddamn charges. As a matter of fact, in New York, they said 179 drug trafficking cases went through the DA. Not one of them were white people. So you can't tell me that white people are not trafficking drugs.
Yeah.
That's where all the money is. So we have a tendency to, and then you got to understand what the code of snitching is, right? Like motherfuckers done change the rules of this shit.
No, what was dope because I watched the Meek Mill interview with
Very good interview.
Charlamagne the guy, and he was the first, I guess, like gangster rapper to give an honest opinion on what snitching is.
Yes.
So he even said like, yo, if me and you in the car, you see me playing basketball or something, I get in the car with you, cops pull us over to find a gun, and they get me. Like, why should I?
I'm not taking the rap.
I'm not taking the rap.
Absolutely not. That because snitching is supposed to be we in cahoots together.
Right. And then
we did dirt together.
He took it to another level. He goes, yo, so like say you get like really caught up, they're about to give you life or something, and the person who actually did it knows you're about to get life for something he knows you didn't do it. He's about to let you do that. That's even more incentive for like, yo, tell.
Absolutely.
I was like, whoa, like that's the first.
But who's gonna tell on themselves? So if they bagged you,
No,
I agree. Yeah. So we're in agreement that if we do some dirt together and we get busted, then you know what I'm saying, you gotta hold that down. Or if you get busted and I don't. But if I had absolutely nothing to do with that. You know what I mean? I don't think I should be going to jail, but it's clear that Takashi had everything to do with the shit he was involved with. You know what I mean? Gotcha. To what level, I don't know. I'm starting to think this dude was a plant from the beginning.
Yeah.
I'm starting to think he was a damn agent from the beginning. Well, and that he had certain protections from the beginning.
Well, this is the first time like I saw like a judge like really be hip to what was like happening in social media world.
New world we live in.
Yeah, because he was just like, yo, I'm not stupid. You know what I'm saying? Like they keep trying to paint him as this innocent kid.
He's not.
He was like, yo, like I'm not dumb. Like he had all these beefs in the street because of what he was doing online.
Absolutely.
And they were trying to make it seem like, yo, I've been messed up since my father got killed. He was like, that's your stepfather in Mexico. You wasn't even here when that happened.
Absolutely.
Yeah, I was just like, oh, okay.
So the judge was on it.
Yeah.
And I'm starting to think this dude was a plant to take down that particular, and they're plants in all of these crews. Damn, the lady at Rock Nation is a goddamn informant.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
No way around it. She's a goddamn informant who wore a wire. Right? Sitting around saying, so where are the drugs? Where are we making the pickup? You know, that kind of shit.
Of the marijuana?
Of the marijuana? Get the fuck out of here. And now she's the CEO of Rock Nation, who's going to be doing business with the NFL and all of this old kind of shit. And I'm listen, I don't even want to go down that rabbit hole because I'm starting to question some other people who never get busted and shit, but everybody around them get busted with charges and they remain clean. I don't even want to start that conversation. It's too early in the night.
Yeah.
We might get to it in a minute. So this is a travesty, and when all of these artists start working with him, whoever works with him, it's a travesty.
You know what's gonna happen? Because this generation of artists, they're into doing the opposite of what.
Yes.
So it's going to be.
It's bizarre.
It's going to be one artist to go, yo, I don't care. Like, you know what I'm saying? I snitch too. Work with him.
Right.
Because he still gets 1 billion. He still had over 1 billion streams this year.
And he, if it's true that he got the $10 million bag, Atlantic or whoever gonna want that money.
On the Breakfast Club, they said that a label reached out to them to ask them to interview him.
Okay, so because they want that bread.
Yeah.
Like if I give you $10 million, you're gonna have to recoup this bread somehow. You know what I mean? So it's important that we keep an eye on what goes down with this kid. But listen, George Zimmerman is walking around. He shouldn't have any problems. Ain't nobody gonna touch this dude.
Yeah.
Ain't nobody gonna touch him. It's sad to say.
Nothing.
Ain't nobody gonna run up on him like, yo, you violated. What?
Nothing's about to happen.
Zimmerman is suing people for $100 million. Now, Alpo's a different story because Alpo will fuck you up. So you're not just gonna run up on Alpo, but still, you know what I mean? Like, you know, I don't know. I don't know. The world is coming to an end.
Yeah. So I'm curious to see how his career shapes out after this.
Yeah. But remember, real hip hop hasn't been present in any of this process anyway. So this whole thing is about get your bag, go opposite of what the elders did, create our own lane. Because dudes ain't rhyming no more. It's about rhythms and cadences and pills and Percocets and what zone can I be in. It's a whole different world out there.
Yeah, I think it's just I think this whole just be contrary culture we have right now, I think it's just getting out of hand at this point.
It is.
You know what I mean?
Sometimes common sense has to prevail.
Somewhere.
You know what I'm
saying?
In the mix, somebody got to go, well, hold on.
Yeah.
This shit is getting crazy.
Facts.
You are tuned into the sounds of Urban X.
So the same day that 6ix9ine was being sentenced, Donald Trump, the hearings, the House of Representatives hearings, impeachment hearings for Donald Trump were underway. That took like 15 hours. That took
Yeah. You know, that's an all day thing.
And it came out that he actually did get impeached.
Yeah, let's clap that up for the people who believe that this means something. You know.
Yeah.
We're equal opportunists on this show.
So here's the thing. I'm not. I don't like to be.
The bearer of bad news.
Yeah, the bearer of bad news. However.
Okay.
Yesterday was a moral victory, if you want to call it that.
Hopamine.
Oh, it was. Oh my goodness.
Ooh, Trump is impeached. We getting him out of there.
Yeah. So he got impeached. The House, which is is majority Democrats and Republicans, they voted to impeach. It moves to the Senate for the people who don't understand how impeachment works.
And the Senate is run by who?
Republicans.
Okay. Just want to make sure we clear on that.
Yeah, so there's a lot of people, and I'm not sure, because a lot of people I went to school with don't understand how the impeachment process works.
Yeah.
So they think impeached, they think he is leaving office today,
and that's not an uncommon thought to think. You think, why the fuck are you impeaching him if he's not gonna be removed?
Right.
I used to think that too.
Right.
But my impeached president was, ladies and gentlemen, We got the Honey Drifters in the house tonight. That's the Impeached the President.
That's a good one.
Breakbeat. Yeah.
Good
Okay, but back to what you were
like how
saying.
you brought that back around to the beginning.
Yeah.
But so a lot of people I even went to school with thought, he's out of office today. What happens is, for the people who don't know, I'll reiterate, but once the House votes to impeach you, then you get tried in front of the Senate.
Right.
And if the Senate doesn't vote to impeach you,
by 67%.
67%, they need 2/3 vote.
That's 2/3 vote. Yeah.
And like I said, the Republicans,
they run the Senate.
the Senate, and I don't see it happening.
No, that's not.
So yesterday was just.
So the telltale, only one or two Republicans. I think it was only one. He's retiring.
One. Yeah.
He's retiring. Voted yay.
Yeah.
All the Republicans voted nay except one who's retiring, and he don't give a fuck.
Yeah.
So he's out. You know what I mean? So what's gonna happen is this gonna get to the Senate, and they're gonna vote that shit down.
So I think it's gonna happen too, because a lot of people are saying like, "Yo, I think this is gonna impact his 2020 election." I think it's gonna do the opposite, because he's going to walk away from this unscathed, basically, right? The only blemish is the fact that it got through the House of Representatives. But I think what's gonna happen is he's gonna play up the fact that they didn't have I really didn't get impeached. He's gonna be Teflon, because he's been Teflon.
He don't give a shit.
Yeah.
He's gonna win again in a landslide.
Yeah, I think
he has created a cult following in this country, and there are a lot of down low Trumpers that you have no idea, because he represents their ideology, their way of thinking. But that should mean absolutely nothing to you. Absolutely nothing.
Yeah.
I just got finished saying we magical people.
Yeah, people were like, the way people were celebrating yesterday.
Because again, that some people need to feel that the Democrats are going to come to their rescue, and they need to get them out. It's all a big game.
It was a publicity stunt on behalf of the Dems, because it's just like, okay, like we actually getting stuff done. We impeached him, but y'all know it really didn't stand a chance.
Right.
And a lot of people don't know there's no president in the history of the United States who's been successfully impeached. Nixon got impeached, but he resigned. Clinton got impeached, but the Senate didn't vote.
Right.
You get what I'm saying?
Yeah. And I'm not sure you want Pence in there anyway.
You don't.
Let's just keep. You think you better be careful, because what you think, he go out and Hillary comes in? No, Pence takes over.
Yeah, you don't.
And I'm not sure you want that. I'm not saying that you want a businessman who has no political background or anything, credentials whatsoever. That's how you know this whole thing is a farce.
Yeah.
Right? Usually, if you apply for a job of that magnitude, they pull up your resume and say, well, what's your experience? Well, I did 25 years in the Senate, this, that. I understand. Okay, he's qualified for the job.
Yeah.
He came on a job with 0 qualifications and won. That shit is gangster. That shit is gangster. It's like, yo, what do you know about the job? Nothing. like, why are you here? I need work. You know what I'm saying? So what can you do?
I mean,
what do you need done?
Honestly, depending on what works, I think Bloomberg is the ace in the hole for the Democrats.
Yeah.
I don't know.
But they're holding him, and then they're going to bring him out, and then you know what he's going to do? He's going to give a concert. Mark my words. He's going to get Beyonce or Jay-Z or Meek Mill. They're going to give you concerts.
Yeah, they definitely are.
They're going to give you some concerts. Forget about what let's throw a concert.
They definitely are.
Niggas going to be out there jamming, man. Let's vote for these Democrats. Yeah.
And, so you know what else happened yesterday too, which blew my mind, right? So as everybody's cheering, obviously, there's a few people that goes, yo, that does, they understand the impeachment process.
Yes.
So then there's people who saying like, oh, the people who just teach, you don't have to be condescending. Then there was people who were like mocking the people who knew what the process was by saying, "Oh, y'all niggas just went on Google and came on Twitter trying to." It never ceases to amaze me our capacity to pick a fight with each other out of nowhere, yo.
For nothing.
And
you gotta understand the whole Hotep shit came about because people didn't know how to articulate brothers who were trying to be spiritual, brothers just on their path trying to figure some things out. They created a negative oh, this is a hotep, nigga.
Yeah.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Wait a minute. That's how you know this is bizarro world.
Yeah.
This is how you know shit is twisted. You know what I mean? And you need to be doing some opposite shit. You know, it's sad. It really is. You know, so we you know, we've always mimicked the dude who went to college, like, oh, that nigga trying to be smart and shit. But this is way out.
No, it was like war on Twitter yesterday.
Yeah.
I was like, what the hell? Like, I was so confused at what the fight was.
Yeah, right.
I was like, so you mad that he knows what you're supposed to know as a citizen in this country?
Yeah, right.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
don't be trying to teach people, man.
Yeah.
You know better than that. That's why we be up here goofing half the damn time.
Yeah, because, you know. That's facts, yeah.
Yeah, shit. Might learn
You
something.
are tuned into the sounds of Urban X.
Okay, this is another piece of news that rocked the week. A lot of this happened like really early in the week.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? There was a video that came out of a young 16-year-old girl, Carla Sanchez, I believe, out in the Bronx. Carol Sanchez, yes. And she got kidnapped. It looked like she got kidnapped, abducted. Like she was walking with her mom.
Yes.
Some dudes stopped the car, took her, and threw her in the car. And then it made national news.
What did I say immediately?
What'd you say immediately?
I said this is bullshit.
Yeah, you said this is not right.
I said this doesn't make sense.
So the first thing I said when it happened, I was just like, yo, are like child abductors and human traffickers that desperate they need to take somebody while they're with their mom? Because that didn't make sense to me.
Listen,
you know what I'm saying?
Me just watching it did not make sense to me. And I said it immediately. I said, I think her moms owe somebody some money.
You did say that.
That's what I said.
Yeah.
I didn't know the daughter concocted it herself. Because, first of all, it's 4 of us in a fucking small sedan. And we're going to abduct somebody. Where the fuck are they going to sit? So now they got to sit in between us. That shit made no sense. If you're going to abduct people, get a van.
And my thing was, again, even to that point, because I'm just like, yo, why would you, if you abduct somebody, right? Why would you leave somebody who
can recognize the license plates, the
even
car,
tell the story, even
tell a story,
because usually when people go missing, they're by themselves, and then they have to a couple hours, maybe a day later, they're like, yo, somebody's missing, so and so is missing. What do you have on? What they have on?
You don't take somebody.
You don't have a time period. You don't have a map of where they were at. You get what I'm saying?
So the minute they abducted her, you could just get on the phone and call the police and be like, yeah, they're in a beige 4-door sedan on 174th
Melrose,
Street, and they get caught 2 fucking blocks. That made no sense at all. But I didn't say that.
Yeah,
Amber
Alert.
Timeline, because people, very sensitive about this stuff, and
especially right now too.
Especially right now, you go on, you cry foul, and you know what I mean. There's a whole bunch of real things going on, and it makes us look bad.
Yeah,
you know what I mean. And here it is, and she had a boyfriend, and you know,
he's like older than her.
He's 23 years old.
She's 16.
She didn't want to go back to Honduras. It became but I knew. I said, give it a little bit of time.
No, because we got an Amber Alert. I was like, oh, this is real.
I did.
Yo.
I got an Amber Alert. I posted on Facebook just to make sure. I know what I felt, but I posted the information on Facebook just so we can be alert on what's going on. But I thought her mother owed some drug dealers some money.
I said
that's that kind of shit. Like, yo, I'm coming to get your daughter
in front of you
until you come up with our bread.
And then when they got her back, and then they said unharmed, she's back, she got away. I said, okay, she made this.
She's the female Juicy Smollett.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
That French actor.
Yeah. She's the female Smollett. So I don't know what's gonna happen now, because that is a fake kidnapping.
Yeah.
And there should be some charges filed.
Well, at least I know what the 4 guys for sure. First of all, I don't like y'all putting this on the Bronx. She's actually not from the Bronx. They were just staying there for a little while.
Oh, okay.
Okay?
Yeah.
With some family members. Because I saw a lot of people see the Bronx in Florida. I don't know, man.
No, that's real talk.
Yeah.
That's real talk.
So, that was sad. I mean, it was only sad because a lot of people go through that in real life.
What do you call getting hustled during the holidays? A Christmas Carol. Her name is Carol. It was Christmas time. Okay, all right. I try to give you guys new, fresh material all the time, and this is the thanks I get.
Jesus.
Okay, I'm gonna keep my stand-up shit to myself.
Yeah, keep that to yourself.
Yeah.
So, any more thoughts on this before we go to commercial?
No, but again, the overall awareness of watching your surroundings. Sisters out here for real. They still kidnapping and abducting people. So just be on your grizzly. You know what I mean? Keep your eyes open. Keep some pepper spray with you. I think Griff is actually giving some self-defense classes.
Oh.
I'll plug that information if I come across it. You know what I'm saying?
8665.
Thank you so much. We got to start arming our women, and they just need to be aware. You know what I mean? Yeah. But I do know, rarely are you going to get abducted with 4 niggas in the car.
With somebody.
Yeah, when you're walking with somebody. That makes no sense at all.
Yeah.
So I knew that story was a little crazy.
And we're about to go to commercial break, and the Lakers are losing.
Okay, they're not losing. Oh, they're not getting smashed again. They did cut it to 7 a minute ago.
So I want to ask you a question. Is there a roadmap to success? I'll stop you right there. The answer is no. And that's okay, because everybody has their own path and their own journey that they need to go on. To paraphrase one of my favorite quotes by B.J. Neblet, we are the sum of our total experiences, and those experiences, be they positive or negative, ultimately shape us into who we are. To add to that as well, I feel like those experiences ultimately shape what we want out of life and our definition of success and excellence. And we're back. So yes, for the people who just saw that commercial, I have a new book out, Urban Excellence, Unveiling Extraordinary Stories by Everyday People. Mm-hmm. If you watch the commercial, you see you see the people I interviewed. There's a lot of dope people. It was 11 amazing stories. I think you all will enjoy it and get something out of it.
Yes.
I think you all be inspired, humbled at the same time.
Yes.
It's really dope stories. Some that touch you, some that uplift you, and some that just tell you to keep on pushing.
Keep on pushing.
So
where can we get this?
So right now it is available for pre-order on Amazon.com. So for the people who pre-order, you can a lot of people have been doing it. You can send me a screenshot of your receipt, and then we'll send you a code for a free shirt.
Yes.
To UrbanX.NYC@gmail.com.
Yes.
A lot of people have been sending me, and a lot of people have been getting their shirts.
Yes. As a matter of fact, Choke No Joke. Shout out to Choke. He wore it on his show.
He wore it on the show.
Appreciate that.
Definitely. Appreciate that. Shout out to Choke No Joke.
Griff will be wearing something soon. Shout out to Public Enemy.
Yes.
For
Lifetime Achievement
Award.
At the Grammys.
At the Grammys. Yes. Yeah. Long overdue. Greatest hip-hop group of all time as far as I'm concerned. Hands down, no question asked. For me, it's always been Public Enemy. So to see them, get that is going to be one of those things,
So also we having the book signing.
Yes.
On January 19th.
Yes.
2020 at 109 East 116th Street in Harlem.
That's going to be the bomb.
Yeah, we're going to have a really good time.
We're gonna tear it up.
You know what I'm saying? We're going to have some hors d'oeuvres.
Yeah, some hors d'oeuvres.
Hors d'oeuvres.
Hors d'oeuvres.
Some refreshments.
Yes. I'm making that voodoo punch.
You really...
I'm going way back to the 1800s.
Now, you really, had people going, voodoo punch.
Yeah.
No, listen.
Trust me, I'm making the voodoo punch.
Don't listen to that.
I went online back to the 1800s where they used to make the real voodoo punch. And it's going to be smoke coming out the damn thing. So beware.
Yeah, we're going to do a live podcast, meaning the people who are there, we're gonna put on a little something for them.
Yes.
We're not streaming it, so if you want to see us, you got to come out and see us.
If not,
you got to wait till Thursday that week to get your regular normal schedule.
Or maybe we'll do a pay-per-view.
No.
Everybody else do?
No.
I'd be like, nigga, you putting that shit on pay-per-view, nigga. That stupid shit.
Yeah.
Pay-per-view. Sign up.
Well,
all right.
So yeah, so for the people who've already been supporting, thank you so much. For the people who will be supporting, I appreciate you. Link is in the description.
Absolutely.
Below.
Absolutely. We appreciate it all. We really do.
All right.
You are tuned into the sounds of UrbanX.
So we did this show last week, right? And we talked about Harvey Weinstein. We talked about Oprah doing a documentary on based on one of Russell Simmons' accusers.
Yes, yes.
And soon as and then what did you say? You said like, yo, Oprah goes at a lot of black men when a lot of her buddies is out here
absolutely
doing
wilding,
right? As soon as we get off the show, 50 Cent puts up a post about Oprah going at black men and not white men.
Absolutely.
Like he was watching our show. No funny.
Well, you know, it's beef in the streets with us. I'm going to need some people, the higher ups, to intervene because this could get out of hand with me and 50. You know what I mean?
Here you go.
I'm throwing these shots. Now, he don't know he in a beef, but that's beside the point. No, but it did seem like he was watching our show.
Yo, it was like
the minute
yo,
somebody sent me the email immediately, and either we on the same frequency or he watching the show. But he went right on the same angle we went with. Absolutely. Aaron Kamadi, thank you so much. King.
Thank you. So what happened was that shocked me. Russell Simmons actually put up an Instagram post addressing Oprah, basically saying like, yo, listen, I know I was a womanizer, I know I got a lot of, but like why come at me? You know what I'm saying? Like why? And then he kind of urged her not to. I have some of it here. He said, you know, he talked about, you know, giving her the book, The Power of Now. He said, we bonded to say the least. He said, so it's troubling that you chose to single me out in your recent documentary. I've always admitted to being a playboy, quote unquote, a womanizer, sleeping and putting myself in more compromise than he'd like to admit. But he basically was just saying like, yo, like, what's it with, like, why are you coming at me?
Absolutely. And I don't want people to in school what we're saying, that guilt is guilt, but come on, like it's obvious she's only going after black men, and that's because of her own trauma.
Yo,
you know what I mean? And I hate to say that because we want her to promote our book, Oprah.
Put the Oprah sticker, you know, the Oprah Book Club sticker on.
Yeah, because then if she promotes this book, we ain't doing no more shows because we out of here. Shit, it's like these niggas just vanished. Yep, that's it. We gone, nigga. We out.
With all footage and audio of us talking about her going to.
That's it, nigga. We gone. All our footage is scrubbed. Shit, Oprah hold this shit up. It's a wrap. My grandkids going to college. Shit, everybody get paid. So, but in the event, fuck her. You know, gotta say that too. I mean, this is crazy.
Yeah.
Doing her own trauma with black men is obvious, and see what she don't know, and the dude sealed. With the is that an African?
That is.
Okay. Him, great singer, great artist, right? He said that Oprah is responsible for even shoveling them women to Harvey.
Yep.
She was the one ushering them girls in because it's all a part of a ritual. You know what I mean? So Usher. Ooh. Oprah. As I think Tariq Nasheed called Oprah. Is responsible. And Harvey Weinstein was knocking him down. You know what I mean? The casting couch and all of that's real, and Oprah's involved with that. You know what I mean? So her hands are not clean. So maybe everything is gonna start coming out to say that.
Yo,
you know.
And I don't know if you you knew about this, but Kid Rock was on stage. He had to get like rushed off stage because he was cursing Oprah out, not in front of her, but. But it seems like all of the people who were like just kind of shrouded in like not secrecy, but like
Hollywood is falling down. This is a new generation in. They can't hold nothing. They can't hold water.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So secrets that stood for years. You know what I mean?
And everybody and a lot of people that see now just talking now.
Right. Billy D. Williams. Yeah.
What's his
I'm
name?
A man and a woman.
Quincy Jones.
Quincy Jones. They all wilding because they old and see now.
Yeah, and he was just like, listen.
Yeah.
That happened. This happened.
Yeah. And then he tried to retract and get back to it.
Yeah.
Nah. So Oprah's out of pocket. Want to impress me? Go after Harvey. Go after all of those dudes. Go after all of them sex guys, them white generation. Go after Woody Allen, that motherfucker.
Yeah.
But is Russell in the country or did he leave?
I think he's still out the country.
Yeah, so I don't think he has any worries.
Yeah.
Unless I wouldn't be coming back.
I mean, yeah.
Like, why? $1 million in Bali has got to be at least $50 million.
I think with tourism out there, I think it's doing better. I don't know.
Dude,
don't
dude, if you got $1 million out there, you probably... I saw him out there, like I say, eating noodles and shit. He had on, like, yoga pants and shit. Like, he was living his best life.
He was in Indian style praying. Like,
he sure was. Like, let this open shit go away.
I saw that.
Side note, my shirt do look a little thin.
Yeah.
Compared to your shit,
Yeah.
you know? Yeah, that's facts. That's facts. All right. I'm looking at the screen here. Yeah.
That's funny.
You are tuned into the sounds of Urban X.
So this is an update, I guess, on the Byron Allen situation. He's suing Comcast.
Yes.
For not working with black people and not allocating funds towards people and towards black projects. A major Comcast holder. He owns about $400 million in, I think they call it A shares stocks. And Comcast, he's urging the company to settle with Byron Allen.
Ooh, that's a good look.
Because he's saying a win would ultimately be a loss.
Absolutely.
Because of what will come after.
The consequences.
And the ramifications afterwards.
And really, a lot of court cases are really about that. Settling doesn't necessarily mean I'm guilty.
Yeah.
It really means it's cheaper for me to just settle this and move on than to keep fighting this and the ramifications. And that's why people sue people all the time. I'm waiting for 50 to hit me. I'm not going to hit 50 back. I'm going to fall and I'm going to sue. I'm going to be in court, with Eli and shit. He got his walker and shit. We're going to look off, sorry for us and shit.
That was his mask.
Get Eli to cry and shit. My dad, we want 40 million. We'll take 20.
So I think that's, what I think that is? I think that's his people in the background forging connections, forging relationships. Like, yo, listen.
Absolutely.
Because that's a real, that looks bad on Comcast. Somebody that owns a major shareholder is telling y'all, yo, chill.
Absolutely. So now we having an open war.
Yeah.
So that means
y'all
Byron Allen is winning.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? In the grand scheme of things, so they warring with each other.
This black man.
I love it.
Yeah, this black man is tearing y'all apart.
I love it. Yes.
So I thought that was interesting.
That's interesting. No, those are interesting points.
All right.
You are tuned into the sounds of Urban X.
So now, was it last weekend? It was this past weekend. Diddy had a 50th birthday party.
Yes.
Now, forced me to scratch my head because I thought Diddy's birthday was had already passed because I know he's a Scorpio.
Yes.
I was okay, we're midway through December.
Yes.
What's that about?
Yes.
And somebody said it was because it was Kim Porter's birthday, so he wanted to wait to have his celebration on her birthday, which was still odd to me. You know what I'm saying? Because that should be a real somber. Not somber. You can celebrate people. Mourn how they want to mourn, but a 50th birthday party, that's supposed to be your occasion. So why make it on her? It was weird. So you had you snapped on me and Marcus for even talking about it. But go ahead.
I pulled my shoulder out a little bit on this one.
Go ahead.
But what I did notice was that it was the 12/12 full moon, the last full moon of the decade, right? And I did notice that usually these rituals, going all the way back, are sex rituals. It's a 3-day celebration, festivities, and on that third day, there's generally a celebration. And in this celebration, there's wine, there's food, there's sex, that kind of thing, weird shit going on. But I also noticed that he brought his twin daughters out, right, to the party, and they're both 12. So there go your 12/12 connection, right? And it was during the Gemini moon, and Gemini represents twins. And then you got the twin flame energy going. There was a lot of weird shit going on, which ushered into Kim Porter, the mother of these two. It went right into her birthday. So all of these things rolling, and this is what I mean by you could be celebrating one thing now. Now, 60% of the people in that party probably had no idea what was going on. Maybe 85%. But 15% of the people in that party, because all the heavy rollers showed up, know what time it is, right? Diddy is connected. Do not think Diddy is not connected. He's a sorcerer, or he knows somebody who is. You know what I mean? Because they be plugging him in. That shit was a plug. Because I kept saying, why is this nigga waiting for his birthday? Diddy is the most selfish person I know. You know what I mean? Why would he be waiting and care about Kim, who he offed? In my humble opinion. Allegedly.
Jesus.
Allegedly. Dead people can't tell tales. That's all I'm going to say with that. All right? So just like when Whitney Houston died, these motherfuckers was celebrating right under her. Clive Davidson, they kept the party going. You would think, damn, iconic star as big as she is, you know what I mean? Let's, no, keep that motherfucking party going. Because you understand the energy that it produces when somebody of that magnitude opens up a vortex, and we could just gather and harness in all of that energy. So I felt Diddy was harnessing in or celebrating the death of Kim Porter under the guise of the life of Kim Porter, bring his two daughters out 12-12 during the 12-12 moon and the Gemini moon, which is twins and twin flames and all that shit. So I think that's what was really going on, is why he waited to give this particular party, because now he's coming into 2020 charged up.
Yeah.
Y'all niggas ain't charged up. Diddy charged up. Diddy ready to go. You know what I mean? For the next endeavors that he's about to embark on. And that's my humble opinion on it. This is the Black Dot. These are my chronicles. This is my story. And I'm sticking to it. Oh, fuck it.
Drop the bomb.
Yeah, drop the bomb on that.
Lord.
Oh, y'all don't think I'm goofy for real. Stop that shit. Y'all don't think I'm niggas goofy for real, right? Nah, I pay attention.
Good, yeah.
So you were going. Oh, let's talk about the Jay-Z. Was there some handshakes and some shit going on?
Oh, I didn't care about this, but a lot of people made it a big deal that Kanye was there. And
well, if Kanye wasn't invited, you know what I mean, and he just showed up, then that's a little weird. Like if Diddy didn't tell me, if you don't tell me, you know what I'm saying? If I got beef with a homie and you don't tell me he's showing up, that's a little weird. Now Jay-Z did shake his hand.
He did.
They kept it, gully, but then Jay-Z was ready to move on. What else he had?
Yeah, I saw a video of somebody trying to like secretly, I guess, record Beyonce and
he wasn't secretly recording. He was recording.
Yeah, and then,
but the person recording them was recording them from somewhere else.
Yeah.
In those type of parties, you can't stop people unless you have that policy at the door that nobody can bring these cell phones.
I mean, I think like in that type of those people that were there, it's kind of expected. Like, yo, put your phone away. You know what I'm saying? Like, fam, like you see who's here. Like, put your phone away. So
yeah. But you get some people who just they standing next to an iconic figure and they go through what they go through.
I thought that was gangster though. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah.
You are tuned into the sounds of Urban X.
So this has nothing to do. I just thought it was interesting. It has nothing to do with our community. I just think it has something to do with with society at large.
Okay.
Right. So apparently a woman named Maya, she got fired for saying about I'm actually get this tweet. However, so the author of the Harry Potter series, J.K. Rowling, is being called transphobic, and she's being called a quote unquote TERF.
What the?
Yeah, so
what
TERF,
the fuck is that?
Yeah, so TERF is a new term which basically means like a transphobic radical feminist, something like that.
Okay, transphobic radical.
So you're a feminist, but you are transphobic at the same time. So they found a way to even split down their little.
So now they subdividing each other.
They're subdividing their subdivisions.
Okay.
Yeah, so apparently it was a woman. She got fired for basically saying like you know, sex is real. Basically, like a man and female sex. That's what those are. Like, there's not, you know what I'm saying? A trans woman is not a woman, so they called her a bigot.
Ooh,
and a lot of they coming at J.K. Rowling, woman who wrote Harry Potter.
Yeah,
They're calling her, and I didn't know about this term called TERFs. It's on Forbes. It's on a bunch of these major.
See, they introduce these terms into your lexicon while you sleep. You know what I mean? And then they become real words. You know what I mean? Sort of like nah mean. You know, we do that too. So I'm hip to it.
It's a TERF is an acronym for Transgender Exclusionary Radical Feminist. I'm not making this up.
Transgender Exclusionary Radical, a TERF. Okay.
I'm not making this up. This is real. You can look this up.
Okay.
Yeah. So I just thought that was.
And I'm also hearing Netflix is starting a petition because there's a gay Jesus.
Oh, is Netflix starting a petition, or
people are starting a
petition
against Netflix?
Yeah,
because of the gay Jesus.
Yeah, you know the way people flip on that so fast. They was play with Jesus now, though.
Right, you can play with anything else. You can't play with Jesus.
Can't play with Jesus now, though. I was like, whoa,
interesting.
And there was a video that came out on, I think it was today, of Dwayne Wade. He was on the whose podcast is that? This is Matt Barnes' podcast, With the Smoke, something like that.
Yeah, Smoke, something like that.
Something like that. And he referred to his daughter as she, and a lot of people were like, "Fam."
He referred to his son.
His son as his 11-year-old son. Yes, as she.
Okay, see that's extreme for me.
Yeah, I'm telling you, it doesn't make me like bat an eye anymore because I told you what it is. He's too rich to really have a problem.
Yeah,
with
but it's one thing not to have, and it's another thing to promote it. I never hear Magic Johnson promoting that shit, even though his son is a Winky Twinkie. All right?
I mean, his son came out before it was.
I understood, but
kind of fashionable.
And Isaiah's children, 2 of his children are gay.
Mm-hmm.
Like, you know, so I don't hear them out there. They support them, but I don't. You're gonna change his gender in real time?
Yeah.
Just start referring to him as her? Wow. Where's the moms? Where's the strong black males? Somebody throw this little nigga a football or something.
No, if he's gay, he's gay.
No, is it? Is that what it is?
Yeah, you can't. Yeah, man, you can't force him not to be gay.
Can't just throw him a football?
No. I don't think it works like that.
Wrestle that little nigga down. Beat that little nigga up.
You talking about gay bashing? We're not talking. So
no,
we don't
not
promote
gay
that on
bashing.
the show.
I'm saying beat the gay out of him, but not like gay bashing.
You just made it worse.
I'm just saying, man. Like throw a little nigga football or something.
Listen,
I don't know, but no. On the real side, like you know what my position is. I'm always about agenda. So the people who are gay, I have. If that's the choice you make. But I think you need to be of a certain age to even kind of truly live out that. Even if you're acting that way, as a dad, I would want to spend time to figure out what's causing it. Is it his separation from his moms, like I spoke about? Is he going through something that, you know, his dad is never around? He's always on the road. Dad is home now. I'm retired. I can spend time with you. But at 11, I don't think that decision, unless it's just so blatantly obvious that that's what it is, then, you know, you really got to deal with it. Perspective is always key. Yeah. You know what I mean? So I'm always talking about the gender aspect because I see they got a princess that they said the princess can be black now. Yes?
Wait, black or?
I mean, a boy.
A boy, yeah, that's what it was.
Yeah, so it's a boy.
These boys, they were dressed up in dresses with these Disney princesses.
And with these Disney princesses.
And that went viral.
Now that's an agenda. That's a clear agenda. You know what I mean? And we have to have certain lines, or we're not gonna make it.
Honestly, I just feel bad for these little boys who are like unwillingly put in these experiments. You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
Like they probably don't really understand the gravity of what's going on, and they just put in these positions.
And they're saying, be free.
Yeah.
And you got a lot of these white people going overseas or to Africa and bringing these children home and turning them into girls and shit. And just be who you want. No. Let's stop. Let's get back to the fundamental aspects of things. But this train is way off the track.
Yeah, it's over.
It is way off the track.
It is over.
And, you know, I don't know what the future holds, man. I really, really don't, man.
Homeschooling.
And we're trying to fight, you know, the best we can to hold on to, you know, a little bit of balance in this world. But geesh,
Homeschooling.
how can Dwayne Wade look at his fucking son and be like, she?
Yeah.
With a straight face.
I mean, I think
Dwayne Wade is Twinkie Winky too.
Somebody said that in the chat.
Yeah, he's got to be. Look at that clothes he used to wear. No real man dressed like that. And don't give me that's the new style.
It's fashionable.
Really? Nah, son. I remember, let me tell you, when all of this skinny jeans shit happened, it created a phenomenon in my community because I went shopping and I couldn't find no baggy shit nowhere. I'm a 38 in the waist. They were selling me shit. I had to get a 48 just so my shit could fit. Everywhere the shirts were small. I was like, what kind of shit is going on
There
here?
were clothes that can fit you.
No, it's and just shit that's just out of pocket. Nut huggers and shit like that. You know what I mean? I literally had to wear 46 in jeans and it was all puffy at the top. That shit got crazy. Bring back baggy clothes. Hashtag bury me with my nuts. Shit.
I want that to become a thing.
Oh, it's gonna become a thing.
I want that to become a real.
That's
real
gonna become a
I want
thing.
that to become a real movement.
That's a movement. Just get on, all the men in the chat, get with me. Hashtag bury me with my nuts. That's all, and we can start this thing. Yeah.
Side note: Nick Cannon is still dissing Eminem.
I already put out a diss track.
Yeah, and then it was audio of Eminem saying black girls are dumb.
Okay.
So I guess that's Nick Cannon's trump card.
Is that his trump card? He threw the
I
trump
hope
card
not.
out?
You know what's crazy? I'm surprised nobody has any audio of Eminem calling somebody a nigga. I feel like it got to be out there.
It's
I know
probably out there.
it's out there. I know it's out
But
there.
I heard these tapes a long time ago when he was calling black girls dumb. When he was on the porch, he was a trailer park rapper. That, you know, people have already been past that. And if that's his trump card, you know, pun intended, you see it ain't fucking with Trump. You know what I mean? Trump done said worse shit than that.
And they caught him.
Oh, yeah. What the fuck? You know
Yeah,
what I mean?
Nick Cannon needs to stop at this point.
I haven't listened to neither one of their verses because I'm tired.
I listened to Nick Cannon's first one, and it was garbage. I was like, fam.
Yes.
He had all these amazing battle rappers on there, and it was all garbage. But
Yes. Absolutely.
yeah.
We go to commercial break?
Yeah, we're going to go to another commercial
Let's
break.
go to commercial break.
We'll be back,
Yes.
people.
Superior Shea Butter Blends presents Shea on You, the best body butter on the planet. A superior blend of shea butter, cocoa butter, and mango butter infused with 14 essential oils. Originally created to combat eczema, this superior formula also combats psoriasis, rosacea, all forms of dry skin, and acts as an insect repellent with naturally occurring SPF. So soft, so superior.
And we're back.
A short one, shout out to my man, you know what I'm saying, Adriel, on that shea butter. I want to shout out Ron Moon through the Cashapp.
Hey, somebody sent me a Cashapp as well.
Appreciate that.
Al Bird, thank you.
Appreciate
Thanks
that.
for the Cashapp. Appreciate you guys.
You know what I'm saying? My girl who hosts the She event sent me a little bit of bread last week, $10. I'm happy. I'm happy for all the support now. All the support that comes through, because usually Malcom gets all the love.
Listen, man.
Every now and then I'm getting a few dollars.
I'm gonna be watching my pockets, B.
You know what I'm saying? I'm
Be
getting a
watching
few
my pockets,
dollars,
B.
a few dollars.
Be doing that, B.
So what's good? What else we got popping?
So, I just want to put it out there that we do have a written blog.
Yes.
There are articles ranging a bunch of different topics. I've been getting real active back on the blog again. Been starting to put some stuff up. Somebody actually sent in an article that made the site.
We got a new writer.
We got a new writer. Her name is Tina Martin. She wrote a real dope article about how to create the best workspace for your home-based business. A lot of tips in there. It's dope.
All right, Tina, we see you.
We appreciate you.
We're looking for writers, yes?
We are looking for writers. I put this up. If you follow me on Instagram, if you follow UrbanX on Instagram, I put it out there that we're looking for writers. If you want to write for us, you can email us at UrbanX.nyc @gmail.com. We can talk about what you would like to write about. Send me something and we can see if if it'll make the site.
Yes.
Yeah, I think that's dope.
We're gonna do that.
Yeah,
we're gonna do that.
2020, we're looking for like we want every form of media that we have to work in unison. We have the YouTube channel, we have the podcast, and we have the blog. So we all want that to move in one cohesive direction.
Yes.
So UrbanX becomes a larger platform.
Absolutely, we become that movement that we've been building along with you guys.
You know what I'm saying? We appreciate y'all for real.
My man Tito Sanders said, I need $1. Yeah, give me Cashapp. I'll spread that love, send $1 your way.
So this week's Urban Excellence story.
Urban Excellence.
Goes out to Dwight and Angelica Morrison. They're a couple who created a new social media platform called PS Remember, and it connects students from over 100 countries.
Students from over 100 countries.
Yes.
And what is it called?
PS Remember.
PS Remember. Clap that up. Yeah. And this is a married couple.
Yes.
How do they do that? How they pull that off?
What you mean?
How they married and they working together like that?
Well, they were. Angelica, she holds a degree in biotechnology, and she is a former researcher for the University of. I don't know how to say that. Gulf. I don't know how to say that. And she used to work.
He has a college degree.
Whatever.
Sound it out. The way I taught you when you was 3.
That looks. I don't know what that is.
Sound out the first piece.
Don't do that. Don't
do
that.
it in rhythm.
You didn't even teach me to read. You didn't even teach me how to read. You didn't even teach me how to read.
Sound it.
And she worked as a research assistant for a cure for cystic fibrosis. Her husband Dwight is a former music producer and a record label executive.
Oh, okay. So they got bread.
Yeah. So they do their thing. The platform allows students who are currently attending a school, who are high school or college, to find people who have recently attended the school or who are there.
And they all can stay connected as a network.
It has over 2.5 million schools in its database.
Ooh.
And if you understand what it takes to create these apps, to have that in a database,
that's big. That's big.
That means they are really putting in work to create the best product that they possibly have.
And clap that up again. And give me the name of the app one more time.
It's called PS Remember. You can join. It's free. You can join on psremember.com.
psremember.com.
Yeah, it's always dope when there are apps for other, for students. You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
To connect with each other.
And as a couple, that's great. I love to see the black man and black woman working together. You know what I mean? Because I fire my wife every week. And then I hire her back because she's the best thing going. Yeah, but, for them to have that cohesive energy like that and work together where maybe he's weak at she's strong and vice versa, that's big.
Yeah, there was an app called, it was called Yik Yak. It was called Yik Yak, right? It was my junior or senior year in college.
Oh, yeah, and y'all was using it to do dirty things, man.
No, so what happened was...
That was disgusting.
What happened was, it was an app called Yik Yak, and it was only for college students. Like, if you live, it goes by your location. So if you live by an elementary school, it wouldn't work.
Gotcha.
It was only for college and, like, adults. So, and it was... So you can post something anonymously.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So what happened was, because at first my man told me to download, so I just downloaded it, like, whatever.
Yeah.
So my man Brandon, he was an RA at another building. He was having a program, because RAs they have programs. I didn't go. I'm chilling, right? And next thing I know, my group chat is blowing up because Yik Yak is everybody on Yik Yak talking about each other, like greasy.
In the same
And they're in the same room, and you don't know who did it because it's anonymous. Yo. When I say my campus was on fire for like 2 days. Like,
that's crazy.
It was ill.
That's crazy.
It was ill. People was like, yo, so-and-so was doing this. Like, people's, all their business was out there.
People were getting caught coming out of places like, I just blazed that.
Yeah, it was different.
Crazy, different.
It was different. So, but PS Remember, it's about positivity.
That's about positivity.
And that is our Urban Excellence story.
Black man, black woman working together. I love it. She's a biochemist or whatever. He's in the music business. It works.
Facts.
Shout them out.
Facts.
You are tuned into the sounds of UrbanX.
And for the people who are watching and people who are listening, if you have an Urban X in the story that you would like to share with us,
Where do we send it to?
UrbanX.nyc@gmail.com, or you can visit UrbanX.nyc and contact us through the actual blog itself.
And Facebook, we have a page.
Facebook, we have a page. It's called Urban Excellence.
Urban Excellence is just for that.
It's just for that.
And some people do upload the stories
Yeah,
there.
shout out to Nick Westbrook. He is consistent.
Yeah, that's my man.
Nick
and
Westbrook.
Tia be dropping some
Tia,
stuff too.
shout out to Tia. Of course, Tia is
Yeah,
like
Tia, she's in-house.
She's our unofficial intern.
Yeah, she's in-house.
She's also in the book too.
Yes,
Urban
Tia's
Excellence.
in the book. Absolutely.
You know what I'm saying?
You are tuned into the sounds of UrbanX.
So what else you got, man?
Let's talk to the people.
You got questions?
Questions.
So we can, give you what y'all want, man.
Questions
Yo,
in the
so
chat.
the U.S. government accidentally listed Wakanda as a country on the list of free trade partners.
Now, how's that even possible?
No idea.
They accidentally listed Wakanda as a country
Yeah.
that they're doing trade with.
Yeah.
That's how you know all of this shit is bullshit.
Yeah.
Yeah, we just got $3 million from Wakanda. No, we sent Wakanda $3 million. We don't know where the money went. We don't ask questions. We just write the checks. Get the fuck out of here.
Oh, Christopher Carrington. Yeah, Orlando Jones, the actor, he got fired off of American Gods because his character was believed to be too controversial, too outspoken. I didn't watch the show, but I saw a few clips of him giving like real powerful monologues.
Yeah, he was giving it up.
I saw one when he came down on the slave ship and he off of the African deity Nancy. And my mother used to sing that song to me before.
Yeah, go tell her Nancy. Yes, I remember. Yeah.
And he was telling them what the future's gonna hold when y'all get back to that land. If y'all don't stop this shit, it was ill.
Yes, that was ill. That was very powerful.
I was like, I got chills listening to that. And then there was another one about slavery being a cult, human trafficking being a cult, all of this being a cult. While he was, messing with this dead body. Ill.
No, it was ill. I haven't watched the series itself, but I always zoom in on his parts when I get to see him. And of course, energy like that, in Hollywood, once they recognize that it takes on an energy of its own, I can see them canceling that to get back to the nigga shit.
Well, he got fired, and he was upset because I guess they were making this. They weren't gonna announce that he wasn't gonna be for season 3, and he was just like, "No, y'all fired me, and this is why y'all fired me."
Right. He became very clear, and transparent on what really happened.
Right.
Absolutely. So big up to him. Hopefully, he gets an opportunity to find more work.
Umar Johnson on the Breakfast Club. Okay, I agreed with 90% of what he said.
Yes.
85%.
Yes.
I'll say 85%. The other 15%, I guess I feel like you guys all know what I didn't agree with, what I didn't believe.
Yes.
And it was great. He has a lot of charisma.
He's a great speaker.
Great speaker, great orator. You could tell Envy wasn't feeling him at all. If you watch the interview, you just know. If you watch enough of the interviews, you know whose guest this was when they brought him up.
Yes, absolutely. Absolutely.
What else?
And they just kept lobbing it off the backboard. They didn't really ask any real tough questions.
They weren't even lobbing off the backboard. He kind of took control of it.
He just took control.
He was just there was like, okay, well, what about this? And another thing, Kanye West. I was like,
yeah. So he came up there and was able to get off.
He was able to get off, and
it is what it is.
If you read the comments, there's a lot of people. A lot of people in our community have what they feel about him, but there's a lot of people, 1.2 million people who watched that interview, who only hear about him when he's on the Breakfast Club and are totally entranced in what he has to say. And I have, like I said, I have my feelings about the school and stuff like that. But other than that, his message about disparaging of wealth, all that's
a buck.
I agree with it. Other than
and
that,
I didn't get to see Nuri Muhammad's interview yet.
Well, I heard him on
Breakfast Club.
I heard him on Joe Budden's podcast.
I did hear him on Joe Budden's podcast. And
Charlamagne was the one that actually connected him to Joe Budden's podcast.
Okay.
So that's why he was on the Breakfast Club.
Okay. And so I didn't get a chance to really get into what is his spiel. What was he talking about? The Malcolm X situation?
Yeah. So what do you think about that? Like why? Like it's so crazy. No, I'm just saying it's crazy how things get brought back to the surface. Like Malcolm X of all people. Like Why? Why now?
Because of the series.
Yeah.
Because of the series and because of the way the nation is being depicted in the series.
Gotcha.
You know what I mean? It brings a lot of things to the forefront for people who are trying to be educated on Malcolm X. And I said the last time on this show that the Kingpin of Harlem was 60% false. Maybe 70%. You know what I mean? Of false, and just the rest is a narrative put in place to kind of keep a storyline moving. You know what I mean? So I don't want to get into the debate of who killed Malcolm, because then that opens up a whole nother can of worms.
That's not what I was asking you about.
Okay.
That's not what I was asking.
You sure?
Yeah, we talked in pre-production.
Because I'll let that thing go.
We talked about.
So
we talked about.
So
but I was just talking about like just the topic. It's weird how these things come.
They
back.
come up. It's revisited history. They come up. A new generation. You know, the Harlem piece may be the first time a young generation even heard of Malcolm X. They don't teach that in school. A lot of parents don't teach it.
I used to be so hyped when I was in school and Black History Month would come around because my name was Malcolm. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, we gonna get to that.
Yeah, and then it'd be like a little blip. In the text.
And Malcolm did that. Back to Martin, who had a dream that little boys and little girls would hold hands. Eli.
Sorry, I was gonna say they don't even mention Elijah Muhammad
at all.
Oh, they don't even mention Elijah Muhammad.
No way.
Yeah, that's your name. That's like way off base. Elijah Muhammad.
Yeah.
No. Never heard of him. Yeah. No. And back to the man who had a dream. Little boys and girls would hold hands and love each other, and white people beat your ass, but that's okay. That happens.
Starts at slavery.
It starts at slavery.
All of their books.
And look at you now, little Tommy. Look at you, Tommy. You can be a carpenter. That's what Malcolm's teacher told him. Hey, he said, I want to be a lawyer. Well, Malcolm, calm down. No nigger who's ever been a lawyer. But you can be a carpenter like Jesus. You good with your hands. You don't want to be a lawyer. And calm down. So
Yeah, they never mentioned Marcus Garvey either.
Oh, they're not mentioning. It's your duty to dig these stories out and get them and keep them. So, but when they come up, there's so many variations of the story. We can't even get our own story right, and that's the problem. I listen to these old school motherfuckers who started hip hop. All of the pioneers in one room can't agree who started this shit. Wait a minute, weren't you motherfuckers all together?
So no, because I think we as a people, we have this it's a wrong understanding of history as it's just happening at one time.
Right. Like a linear.
It's like this happened, this happened,
right, and that's not how.
When 10 different people could have like same 10 years and there's 10 different lines of history happening at the same time.
Absolutely.
You get what I'm saying? So obviously I'm gonna remember something different than you're gonna remember it.
Absolutely. And I remember, and to make that point, I remember going to Cedar Park as a kid, and the park was huge. It was like so big, but I was like 8 years old.
Go there now.
I go there now. I'm like, damn, this is like when I bring people who want to see Cedar Park. I go, God damn, this shit looks small now. So I understand your point of reference as a kid and who did what. And sometimes you only remember the people who was around you. You didn't know on the West Side they was doing this. In the South Bronx they was doing that. On the East Side they had their own. In Brooklyn had their. So it was happening simultaneously. But I can get Herc, Bam, and Flash in a room at one time with DJ Tony Tone and they all have a different story on who did this. You know what I mean? So
Great folklore, man.
It was great. It's great.
Somebody said, what % of the Malcolm X movie was true?
The Malcolm X movie, probably about 40%. You know what I mean? When somebody outside... Now, I will say this. You just can't take the nation's version of the story at face... you know what I'm saying? As the word of law.
That's a fact.
Because the nation is also trying to make sure that their hands remain clean. But the story itself, for those who were there, can tell you that didn't happen, this didn't happen. But it's movies.
What did Napoleon say? History is created by the victor.
Yes.
Basically, I paraphrased the hell out of that.
Yeah, but it means if we won, nigga, we telling our version of the history.
Right.
Of a story. Absolutely.
You know what I'm saying? Malcolm X isn't here to tell us how to story.
Phase 2 did die. Shout out to Phase 2 and his family. Great graffiti writer. I also did a lot of dope hip hop flyers.
They covered a whole train in the Bronx.
I saw that. I saw that in honor of Phase.
Yeah.
So that was dope. Papa Wu from the Wu-Tang Clan also made the transition this week. The spiritual leader of the Wu-Tang Clan, among other things, great master teacher of the science of the, Nation of Gods and Earths, which is the first lessons I ever learned about anything about the black man being God. And, you didn't come outside unless you knew today's mathematics. And that shit was serious business around my way in the Boogie Down Bronx. They didn't play. You caught a beat down. You know what I mean? So you knew the mathematics. You studied it. These are the first individuals, your enlighteners, who taught you who you were. And with that as your foundation, you really could study anything. So shout out to Papa Wu, the Wu-Tang Clan, his whole personal family. And may Allah be pleased, with his offerings and what he did while he was here on the planet.
The Herman Boone, the coach who inspired Remember the Titans, he passed away.
The coach who inspired Remember the Titans passed away.
And Radio passed away last week.
And I'm pretty sure he got tired of fucking Cuba Gooding Juden in the news, fucking up his legacy.
Yo,
you know what? This fucking Cuba. You know what? I'm just gonna die because this.
That's right.
Cuba motherfucker's going crazy. So shout out to him and his family, and people who have made their contributions while they were here to do the best that they could, because that's all we really are trying to do. Yes. Mm-hmm. And I heard the priest. Some shit is going on.
Yes, this is big. This is big news. So, it came out that Pope Francis is going to end the secrecy rules for sex crimes in the church.
Ooh.
For sex abuse cases in the church. He's going to remove the top secret status for all sex, so to promise transparency.
Whoa.
So
everybody's being outed.
Yo, this Pope, he's
different.
Yeah,
he's different.
He be wildin'.
This Pope be different. Yeah, he be wildin'.
Like for their standards.
Yeah. He's not keeping with tradition as much as the old popes were.
Yeah.
Because he's done a couple of things that has been almost unconventional.
Yeah.
And to pull the skirt up on something like this.
Well, I think his task to bring more people, I guess, to Christianity, because as we go into 2020, a lot of people, social media, new information, scientific information, a lot of people are going away from organized religion as a total.
Absolutely.
Altogether.
No, absolutely.
So I guess he wants to instill more trust in the faith. So
well, you got to remix that shit.
Yeah.
And people have to feel comfortable coming to say, Father, I've sinned. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And, what that leads to. So, absolutely, you got to remix that. You got to remix that somehow, some way.
This Pope was probably married. Facts.
Yeah, this Pope had a wife and kids.
Oh, the two Popes on Netflix. When does that drop? Did you see a preview for that?
Nah.
Looks dope.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
Okay, what's it about?
I don't know what it's about.
Two Popes? Yeah. Sounds gay.
I think they were trying to...
Sounds gay.
No. I think they were
two popes.
I think either these two guys were trying to be Pope at the same time. It was one Pope and it was one who was actually
running it. And one was going to backstab the other one or something?
I forgot. But it looked like... I remember seeing it going, oh, that looks interesting.
Okay, all right.
What did you see the preview for Kevin Hart's new documentary?
Oh, I thought that was dope.
That looks good.
Looks good. It looks like Kevin is being honest.
Yeah.
It looks like it's a real transparent kind of documentary. It's 6 parts to this. I'm not sure I could take 6 parts of Kevin Hart though.
But he's not being Kevin Hart. That's just his life story.
I'm not sure I want to hear his life story for 6 parts. What? Put that shit in a 1-hour movie.
He works hard. He's inspiring. He's trying to inspire people going into 2020.
I do. I get it. But give me an hour and a half of that shit and I'm good. 6 parts? Really? Yeah. I don't know. 6 parts, that sound like a lot.
Oh, it drops tomorrow. Yeah, I'm going to watch that.
Okay. I will definitely watch that. Part 1 unless my wife wants to watch.
This is the 2 Pope.
Oh, the 2 Pope joints.
Yeah,
okay.
Yeah, that drops tomorrow.
Okay. All right.
Any more questions? Who is Lex Jetson?
I have no idea.
I keep seeing his name.
I have no idea.
And this is no disrespect. I just,
I have no idea. You know me, if I knew about it,
yeah, facts.
I'd speak on it. I have no idea who that is or what's moving with that.
What else? What else we got? Other questions before we get up.
Let's get some
outta
questions
here?
before we get up out of here. This has been a good one.
The people want to know why haven't you done a Hulk in weeks?
Because I keep getting questions from the same people. No disrespect. It's about 8 people who keep asking questions, and I like it. But the Hulk is supposed to be about
Community.
So what we need to do is, branch out.
Okay.
To other platforms, and then I'll get back to it because I love the honesty of that, not knowing, what the question is, and just giving a generic answer for that. I'm not a doctor or nothing, but I can give you my opinion. I've been through a lot. I can give you my open and honest opinion on those subjects. So we'll get one of those done this week.
Okay, bet.
Yeah, we'll get one done.
I saw some new pictures of Kim Kardashian where her skin looked noticeably darker.
Really?
She looked like a black woman up there, yeah.
Oh, really? She's going that way with it?
Yeah. Yeah.
Well, listen, they winning.
Yo, I saw a picture of Jimmy Iovine, Dr. Dre, it was another black dude, and his wife was either white or very light, Kanye West, and it just looked like, that picture just looked like...
Crazy.
Yeah.
Crazy. Kanye is winning. Top 10 people... the top 10 people who made money this year.
He made 160 million.
He made 150 racks.
150 million. That's not racks. Racks is thousand.
Racks for niggas is 1,000. I keep telling you that.
No.
When I say racks, and I'm speaking of rich people.
No.
Yeah. See, that's that rich people talk. And a lot of people out there know what I'm talking about. I'm speaking that rich people talk. He talking that you get these racks. He talking that little hood booger money talk. I ain't talking that shit. No. Goddamn hood booger money. So let's look at the list, because I got the list. I think I sent you the list.
You just sent it to me.
If you were paying attention. Okay. Katy Perry, 160 million.
She also lost the was it Katy Perry that lost that
Kanye West?
That was Taylor Swift that lost.
$150. Oh, maybe not Katy Perry. Maybe it was Taylor Swift.
Taylor Swift.
Big money. One of them rock and rollers had big money. Jay-Z and Beyonce, 81 million apiece.
Wow.
And so they still doing their numbers.
Wow. Okay.
They're not playing. Drake had 75 million. This is me going off the dome.
So what do you think?
Diddy had 70 million. So yeah, they winning.
So what do you think about Diddy naming Desiree, whatever her name is, as the CEO of Rock Nation?
You mean Jay-Z?
I said that. I said Diddy?
Yeah, you said Diddy.
Oh, Jay-Z, my fault.
I have no idea.
My bad, y'all.
How they handle their business. But if I was a betting man, I'd say Jay-Z's getting ready to sell that. I know No Joke said the same thing. We kind of, be on the same page with that, because he's getting ready to get into that NFL money. Yeah. That's what I think. He getting ready to get that NFL money, clean his hands. All them artists he signed, he gathered them. Ta-da! Display. You like this shit?
I'd be pissed.
Huh? Bye. Listen, has he shown any loyalty to anybody, to anything? Jay-Z does what he does, and he's a cruel businessman. He moves on.
That's like a college coach recruiting you to go to some place you didn't really want to go.
Yeah.
They get there and they take an NFL job.
And then they take an NFL job and be like, yo, that money good over here. So it happens. I think by next year, 2020, Jay-Z signs up, and I'm going to say the team, I'm going to go on the limb and say the Rams or the Raiders. I say the Rams because they're in L.A. I don't know if they have anything for sale. The Raiders are moving to Vegas, not too far. Right. I think Jay-Z's going to get in on some of that and take his mogul shit to the next level. Diddy just did all of these 12-12 rituals right in front of y'all. So he's geared up to make his next move. You saw him talking to his mentor about some shit he needed to do.
Ray Dalio.
Because he need to, reinvent himself and go to the next level. No telling what Dr. Dre's got planned. These guys is winning. They winning big. Yeah.
The Rick Rubin interview. Did you listen to the Rick Rubin interview?
With who?
Andre 3000?
No, but I did hear him say that the industry has stunted his creativity, or something to that effect.
He says not confident to make some new music right now. I think that's just something artists go through from time to time.
Absolutely.
The last thing I heard him on was some verse he did on Innocent Pacs. I think his last album or album prior, and he spazzed.
Oh yeah. He got it.
It was just like, whoa.
Yeah, he got it.
I think he's just trying to do, something else musically.
Yes.
You know they're coming out with a Fast and Furious 9?
They're coming out with a Fast and Furious 9.
9.
Let me guess. It's going to be a lot of car chases and some incredible shit. Like a car's
Yo.
going to fly off a helicopter
Dude, no, when the car-
and land on the highway in between traffic and then some crazy shit.
When the
right?
car fell through 3 buildings
That was crazy.
and he survived, I was like, you know
yeah,
what?
Yeah, that was enough. That
Right.
that was enough.
It's like they take a book of physics. They go,
I'm
what?
all, yeah,
What is
yeah,
this? No.
Yeah, I'm all for a great movie, but stop this shit, all right? And Bad Boys is coming out soon.
I'm watching that.
Yeah, oh yeah, I'm gonna see
Seeing
that.
that.
I'm married to that already. I've
Yeah.
seen part 1 and 2, but they're showing a screening, I believe, in Brooklyn that Wednesday before the Friday. Maybe we get the secret screening to that. You know
For
what I mean?
Bad Boys?
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah. Malcolm, what 3 top books this decade? Wow. Whoa.
This decade. Wow. Okay. First book, Urban Culture Decoded.
Nigga, shut up.
Oh.
Shut the fuck up. That's how you know this show is bullshit.
No. Here's the thing. So when my pops wrote his first book, Hip Hop Decoded, I was in the 7th grade, right? I read like the first few chapters, and that was like the thickest book I had ever read in my life.
Okay.
So I didn't get through it, right? So this second time, I had just graduated college, and he always got on me for not reading his first book. So I read Urban Culture Decoded. I read it in 3 days. Went straight through it. Thoroughly enjoyed myself.
All right, let's clap that up. All right. I apologize.
Yeah. Man. And I had the first book. First book out the box. That was me.
That was you, out
That
the
was me.
box. Facts.
Okay. Second book, I would say, is The Alchemist.
The Alchemist. Dope
Amazing book.
Amazing book. Yes,
Amazing
clap that up too. That's an amazing book.
Third book, Ego is the Enemy.
Ego is the enemy. All right. Yeah, I heard about these, not to change the subject, you put your 3 books
Yeah,
in?
those are my 3 books.
I heard about those mass graves that they were uncovering daily. You know what I mean? Because this history has to uncover itself. So what was buried is now coming to the surface, physically and metaphysically. Metaphorically speaking, the whole night, everything is coming up to the surface. So all that dirt in Hollywood and all the dirt in the ground is going to uncover itself. And 2020 is going to be a magical time. Trust me. It's going to be a magical time.
Yeah,
so
I'm
let's get ready for the ride. We have
ready.
already started building up the momentum.
Yo, listen, the stuff we got coming, man.
Oh.
If y'all didn't like us before,
Y'all gonna hate us.
y'all gonna hate us next, bitch.
Yeah. Y'all gonna hate us.
48 Laws, I love the 48 Laws.
Yes. 48 Laws as well.
I love the 48 Laws. But I think if you're an entrepreneur, I think 33 Strategies of War is a better book, is a better business book than 48 Laws.
Okay.
I think 48
Laws
Laws
lay down the principles
for life.
and then the 33
The 33
It's
Strategies of
straight
War.
action, straight
That's
action.
Also by Robert Greene. Amazing business book. But the way you read it, when he talks about soldiers, just think of employees.
right, absolutely.
And then it'll make mad sense to you.
Got you. It's coded that way.
Yeah, it's dope.
So with that being said, any more questions out here?
That ever thought
Dr. Cress Wilson only wrote 1 book, the ISIS
Papers,
Papers, and it
yeah.
was an amazing book. Sometimes you only need to spit one, and it stands the test of time. So definitely, I read that, but I read that like 20 years ago.
Somebody said speak on buying land. So the thing is, we have a resident money guy
Right.
who comes on our platform. His name is DJ the Money Coach.
Yes.
And he talks about buying real estate. He talks about real estate. He talks about investments and things that. So when we present him to you guys,
Take advantage.
take advantage
And we will be presenting him to you in 2020.
for sure.
For sure. So take advantage. All right?
Yeah, y'all naming a lot of good books, man.
No, I love it.
Lies my teacher told me, Outwitting the Devil by Napoleon Hill, I believe. Really good books, man.
Absolutely. So with that being said, it's time to get up out of here.
Yeah, we appreciate you guys for joining us for yet another week. Next week will be our last show of the decade.
Yes. I'm doing heroin on that show. Oh no. Oh. I got to get plugged in. Please, can I do just
No,
just
no,
a little bit?
No. But we appreciate you guys for joining us every week.
Guys are no fun.
We
Damn.
appreciate you guys for subscribing to the YouTube channel and to our audio podcast. You can hear us on Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, Spotify, Stitcher, TuneIn Radio, iHeartRadio, Audio Boom. It's a bunch of other platforms. Anywhere you listen to podcasts, we on there.
And our platform is growing every day, and we thank you for that.
Thank you
truly
for that.
do.
Also, if you haven't already, please pre-order my new book, Urban Excellence, Unveiling Extraordinary Stories by Everyday People. You can email us. You can email us a screenshot of your receipt, and we'll give you a link to a free shirt.
Yes.
And with that being said, peace.
Peace. We love you all.